Yes, make sure you log on to doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Doggydiamondsnofilter.com. That is my official website, doggydiamondsnofilter.com. On there, you might see videos that you didn't see before. You're definitely going to see the audio version of the podcast. Also, you can shop on there. You can buy some new dope merch. More merch coming soon. Also, you can leave me a message on it. Doggydiamondsnofilter.com. All my promo goes there as well. All my social media sites is on doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Listen, let me give you some information on this promotion that I have too. Have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If not, listen to the details really quick. So listen, the promotion will be done on Doggy Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's in the Insta stories, the YouTube communities, the Threads accounts, the Facebook accounts, the Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need. But a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be ready to pay via Cash App. You ain't getting no cash back. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggy Diamonds on Instagram, and I can help you promote your website, your book, your t-shirt, whatever it is you need promotion for. Let's go. I need them likes up. I need them likes up. Automatically, I need the likes up. I only see 19 likes. I see a few hundred, 100 people in the room right now, and then 19 likes. I want to shout y'all out, but y'all got to hit that like too. Only 20 people hit the like button. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Hit that like. Hit them likes. Like is very, very important. We got to at least to get to 100 likes really quick. We only at 21. Come on. You must have forgot.
Doggy Diamonds did this.
Yeah, I think you forgot. 28, 38. That's right. Get them up. Pause. Shay Cobain, I see you. Disrupting Reality NYC. Black Leaf, I see you. Rashawn Green, I see you. Big Lou, Unpopping Opinions. Zone 864 TV. Young Yala, what's up? Watch Slice. Sandra, how are you doing? Diceland Entertainment. $1 Million Minds. Brooklyn GQ. Brian. Chilltown Majors. Shay Cobain. Peep the Game. We at 58. Let's get that up to 68. Mac Velli. Righteous Supreme. The Real Big Texas. Where you been? Anthony, what's up? Lace and Jiddle. Righteous Supreme. Henderson. What's up? Baltimore always in the house. Last name first. Watch Slice. Dice, what's up? Chad Smith. We at 66 likes. Let's get that to $1 before I start. Wildress Wolf, what's up? Mark G, what's up? AP, what's up? Rob C, what's up? AP, Rob C, see that? Philly Sheet 01, that's always day one supporter. I don't call y'all fans, I call you a supporter, not your Uncle Ruckus, what's up? Yeah, the Real Big Texas in the building, I feel good now, that's day one. Swag Champ, beautiful name. Knowledge, what's up? Coop Forilla, what's up? Drew Marcus, what's up? Chef BYZs, what's up? Youngest in Charge, what's up? Kurt Stewart. Iris Tondale, what's up? Yeah, I can't. Oh, here we go. Yes, let's get them likes up. We are the winning team. If you're here with us, you're a part of the winning team. Iris Tondale, what I should say, Dale? Yeah. International 5, what's up? International 5 TV got a nice book that I'm going to promote. Make sure that you stay tuned for that book that I'm going to promote by the International 5 TV. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggy Diamonds. This is Doggy Diamonds TV. This is Doggy Diamonds No Filter. CEO Phil Cohn, what's up? Barry Cuke, what's up? How's everybody doing? Labor Day weekend, I guess we're not supposed to be doing nothing. Yes,
Doggy Diamonds did this.
That is absolutely right. Philly Sheet, I appreciate you saying I got the best intro on YouTube. I believe I do. You know what I'm saying? I could switch it up too, but, you know, I like to keep it what it is. How's everybody doing this evening? Got Goo Roach in the building. Let me tell y'all about Goo Roach real quick. You see his name, Goo Roach? That man and his team is responsible for getting your favorite artist publishing back. So a lot of times when you see artists and they be like, I got my publishing back, That man right there. And his team is responsible for getting your favorite artist publishing back. So he work hard behind the scene. I call him. I be like, yo, did you check in? We be doing a lot for the culture. You know, I think people just think I'm on YouTube and all that, but that man right there got some of your favorite artists publishing back. I'm not capping. It's just the truth. I want to say happy belated birthday to Pretty Gangster. So yeah, some of your favorite artists who pub is all twisted, that's who put in that work for them. Seriously. Some of the veterans, listen. And if I ever call them and say, yo, let me, you know, I know such and such. Let's try to get their publishing back. He just do that. So when you hear these artists be saying, I got my publishing back, just telling you, he don't do it for clout though. He ain't want no fame, but I just had to do that because we working on something right now. So your favorite artist, I'm always putting them on the phone like, yo, my man could get your publishing back. And then he go in there and do that. You know what I'm saying? That's real because that's for the culture, right? A lot of these artists sign deals. Let me give you an example real quick. At one point, record labels was signing artists and they wasn't getting a publishing. It was all grandfathered into a royalty. I'm not going to say no record labels. I don't want to diss nobody, but a lot of the older artists was signing record deals and their publishing wasn't separate. Their publishing was included in a royalty. So now when the publishing became a big deal, there was a lot of people didn't know that they deserve publishing because you have different type of royalties. You got mechanical, you got regular royalty, you got different types of royalty, but that has nothing to do with the fact that you wrote music. So you would get royalty off of record sales, but who get the royalty? Who get the publishing rights when somebody uses your lyrics, when somebody uses your song? So publishing became a big deal, but many people didn't know. So upon looking at people publishing, it's all, yo, the industry is bad. You have people who are rich or for other people publishing. You got people who are rich, never wrote one rhyme, one song in their life. King of the Blends, I appreciate you for supporting my independent voice. If anybody want to join them, the super chat is open as well as the Cash App. All donations is welcome over here. All support is welcome. I'm into support. We got to keep these lights on. We got to keep the screen looking beautiful. We got to keep that music going. So all support is good. So what I was saying is that this is for the culture because a lot of your favorite artists is doing bad. They wrote albums, people stealing their publishing, licensing their music in different countries. Oh, it's dirty. A very dirty, 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 dirty game. And it's some of your favorite people doing it. And it ain't who you think. Y'all like to blame people. But yeah, it's disgusting. So, with that, let's get into tonight's topic. Guru Roach, see? He a damn moderator, a friend. And I sent you that email too. What the hell just happened? My screen just tripped out. I sent you that email too, Guru. So when you get a chance, I don't know what just happened. My screen just tripped out. You see that? What just happened? My screen just completely tripped out. Something just got. I see the screen around my Where is that at? Right here. Where did this go? I don't know what happened, but we just gonna continue on like nothing never happened. We gonna continue whatever. So 50 Cent just did he just did interview with $1 million worth of game. And then the interview, a lot of stuff. You know, 50 Cent interviews are great. In his interviews, he reveals a lot. He says a lot. And yeah, like a USB, but I don't have no USB unplugged. Nothing happened. I don't know what happened, but for some reason my bad. Listen, everything was right and exact everything was going smooth. But you know, they don't like me to win, so they gotta just play games and stuff like that. But we back. Just it happens, you know, it happens sometimes. I got to make sure I got all my ducks in a row before that. So let me just get into the topic before they just be like, you know what? We warned you. So I'm here, man. I love y'all for the support. So let's get into this 50 Cent thing really quick. So 50 Cent taunts Dame Dash while listing his grievances with the Rockefeller co-founder. This is from hotnewhiphop.com. So let me take these shades off because I cannot read with the shades on. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. 50 Cent says Dame Dash wasn't impressed with his record deal with Eminem and Dr. Dre. 50 Cent says that Dame Dash is out of money and trolled him for his alleged reaction to him signing with Eminem and Dr. Dre back in the day while speaking on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. He told Gilly the Kid and Wallow that Dame scoffed at his $1 million offer from Interscope Aftermath Shady in 2002 and is now plagued by financial woes. So they're going to go directly to the quote that 50 said. The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash. And he has no money now, 50 said. That ain't no money after you get a watch, a chain, you look out for the homies and you do this and that and the third. It's nothing. And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money. I'm thinking I hit the lotto. How you gonna say there's no money? I just never forgot that and how it felt. So 50 said that on $1 Million Worth of Game. And of course, they're gonna get into Dame Dash money woes, which we know he has a lot of money woes that's been publicly put out there that Dame Dash is, you know, going through some stuff. So, you know, in my opinion, knowing Dame Dash, this is what I wanted to talk about. Knowing Dame Dash, do you think he was being malicious, or he was just looking out for him to say you're worth more? In y'all opinion, what you think? So that could be taken two ways, and context is important. This is why Dame Dash has to respond, because context is everything. We don't know if Dame was telling him, yo, that's not a lot of money, you should get more money, or is he saying that ain't shit? So I wonder what y'all think. So context is key. So I think Dame Dash should say, I think Dame Dash should really speak and say how he feels. You know what I'm saying? I see JTF, if that's for Jordan Tower Films, that's all good. Shout out to Jordan Tower. You know what I'm saying? That's the bro. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, do you think that that's was being disrespectful, or do you think that he was trying to explain to him saying, yo, that's not a lot of bread, you need a lot of money? That's why I believe that Dame should really speak to put this in its proper context, because Dame should be able to say, I was saying this. But I think when we know that, when we automatically assume Dame's cockiness and arrogance, he was talking down to him. And I guess 50 said he remember the way it made him feel. Maybe he felt like he was talking down to him. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. But Dame is, you know, again, Dame has said a lot in the culture. He's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Pause. And for some reason, 50 still feels a way about it. But $1 million, ladies and gentlemen, is a lot of money, especially when you ain't got shit. But then again, as Q Trucker said, Dame Dash did make a video. It is actually could be on YouTube on how he how $1 million could go real fast. So 50 Cent coming from where he come from, getting shot, getting blackballed. When somebody offers you $1 million, and then this was the greatness about 50 Cent situation, because not only did they give him $1 million, they actually put his music out. They actually did right by him. So that $1 million was one thing, but the fact that they put his music out and made him the mega star that he is dope. So you took the money and they put your music out. And remember, 50 Cent was the #1 artist in the world at one point. When 50 Cent dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, all eyes was on 50 like they was on Tupac when he dropped. So I respect it. But let's go somewhere else. I like both of their minds. I think 50 got some shit with him too. So does Dame. But I like both of their minds. And I think if in 2024, if they was to sit down and build and have a discussion, I think that would be dope for the culture if they sat down and they speak now on the turn of events. Because at that time, Dame was up. 50 was just coming into the game financially. But now look how the thing turned. Imagine what their conversation right now would be. And 50 let it go, because 50 petty. He remember when niggas stole his now later. But imagine what type of content we would get if they sat down and spoke right now. Dame's knowledge, been there, done that. 50 knowledge, they're now doing it. Imagine what they would talk about. So sometimes for the greater good of the situation and the culture, I be wanting to see the meeting of the minds and them actually talking. That'd probably be crazy because let's say this about Dame. I'd rather had it and lose it than never had it at all. So when you look at 50, he has had a lot of success too, but it was a point in the music he wasn't really as successful as he once was, because he even said, I'm competing with myself. So now he's held to the standard of going diamond, selling 5 million and all that. And that's a tough to do. So I understand why 50 don't really care about the music so much. And plus, he getting a lot of bread doing his other ventures, and the vitamin water wasn't a bad thing. But I don't know. Just think about this too. Dame gets a lot of flack. So this is what I don't really like about how Dame is treated. I think some of the stuff he brings on himself, but I feel like when Dame Dash talks about Jay-Z, it's welcomed. Let's hear what Dame got to say. Dame is brilliant. Dame is this when he's talking about Jay-Z or something else. But now that I feel like people found out that he said something about 50 that they don't like, then it's like Dame ego. Dame has always had an ego. So why, when Jay-Z moved away from him, allegedly, I don't really know how it happened, what happened, and I don't trust nobody's word but Dame and Jay-Z. I'm just being honest with you. How come Jay-Z is not justified for how he treated Dame or treats Dame, but y'all say he got an ego and he's arrogant? So I'm a little confused sometimes. So like sometimes you'll say, Dame is smart, Dame is intelligent, Dame is this, but only one is concerned in him going against Jay-Z. So now in this case with 50, y'all say he got an ego, he's arrogant and all that. But when has he been that? He's always been that. But just because he's arrogant and has an ego, that doesn't mean he's not intelligent. Dame Dash is very, very intelligent. So I wonder why it's a double standard. I wonder why it's a double standard. But I would like to see them speak. 50 Cent interviews, every interview he's done could be up there, top 10 interview of all time. Dame as well, though. This is what I'm saying. When they both give an interview, look at the information you get from both of them. Like, look at the information. Imagine as an artist, right? Imagine as an artist, you can pick both of their brains. So, and I want to know, who, if you had right now, would you pick 50 Cent brain or Dame Dash brain? Who brain would you really pick? Because both of them have their ups and downs. Both of them have their falling outs with their crews. And both of them have been successful because, see, when we say Dame Dash is broke, I probably would like his broke. I probably would like his broke because I know what broke is. So if he's broke, what the hell am I? I would like his broke. You know what I'm saying? So Dame Dash, they both successful though. Dame had the clothing. He did the movies too. He did a lot of successful movies. He did Paid in Full. He did Paper Soldiers. He did State Property. He lent Lee Daniels money to do movies. You get what I'm saying? So I think he's wrote off, depending on who's talking about him. But he's done some great things too. And 50 Cent has done great things. But now let's ask this question. Who's had more help? I would say 50 has had more help than Dame. And I respect the fact that 50 has been able to pivot into different things and still be relevant today in different fields. That's what I respect. Because when he wasn't on Interscope no more, it's supposed to have been over. And it has he's evolved into different things. I would like to see 50 do some movies though. I love the TV stuff, but I would like to see him do a movie. But Dame Dash Kanye. So a lot of shit that's successful, a lot of that got to do with what Dame Dash did. Because if you notice, a lot of people affiliated with Dame Dash has went on to be billionaires, millionaires. The people that's been affiliated with 50, who has he created? That don't take away from his greatness, so don't think I'm saying it in that manner. Who has 50 created that's a mega star right now? So I would like to, 50 is starred in movies, but I don't think 50 Cent produced movies. I could be wrong though. But and when we call him Jamal Walters, when we call him 50 man, when we call him businessmen, what the fuck? When we call them businessmen, they both got financial advisors, lawyers. I think they got a yay and nay stuff, but I think Dame might, all right. And we looking at 50 Cent and Dame Dash. I think the issue with Dame Dash might be he micromanages too much. Like he has his hands in too much. As in 50 Cent, he'll let somebody write Power. He'll let somebody write episodes, and then he'll come in and do. But I think Dame micromanages too much. I think he wants to be on everything. And that could be what hinders him. But again, I can't call him broke. Because if a man once had 100 million or 50 million, shit, he had it. But I just think Dame micromanages too much. I think he has to sit in this, sit in that. And that comes from having good help. I mean, thinking good help is hard to find, but then sometimes you have to trust people. And again, Dame Dash. Now look, Cameron and May sitting there. That's Dame Dash. And you know what's even funny about Cameron? You know who gets no credit for Cameron? Biggie. Remember, Biggie's the one who signed Cameron. And then Dame saved him. So Biggie is kind of written out of the Cameron story, when you really think about that. But Dame Dash has, brilliant mind. And reason why I didn't really want to pit them against each other, because we don't really have too many black men that have brilliant minds like them two. 50 got shit with him too. 50 don't get along with people. 50 is all the same shit. 50 has public falling outs with all his whole crew, with his baby mamas, his children. So we not going to paint him as put a halo on his head. We're not going to pass it like Dame is just a fuck up. 50 be having issues with people too. But I think 50 might have a better business plan in staying on course of what it is he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Alonzo M says, we celebrate entertainers too much. Just saying. This is not a celebration of entertainers. This is a celebration of businessmen. This is a celebration, in my opinion, of brilliant black minds. Because when they talk, that's not entertainment. They're talking and they're giving you their perspective, and we come from where they come from. So believe it or not, my cousin Tad called me one day and he said, yo, read 50's book. It's going to mess your head up. And I said, why? He said, just read it. So what I did was I listened to the audio book and I was like, wow. And when Tad called me back and said, yo, you sound just like him, or because we not biting each other, but he said a lot of stuff that you said to me in life, he agrees with you just in his way, and y'all got the same thought pattern when it comes to certain things. And I was like, wow. And it did kind of mess my head up. It kind of messed my head up listening to Maestro Fresh West. I appreciate you. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of messed my head up. And so that's why I like to hear these brilliant minds. I like to hear these brilliant minds. So when Dame speak, I don't want to say, oh, Dame is broke, he's unsuccessful. No, this man once ran an empire. And if hadn't it had been the mishap with him and Jay-Z, he'd probably still be sitting in that seat and we wouldn't be dissing him. And a lot of times we judge people based off of their financial status. I think a lot of times we look and say, if somebody say somebody is broke, so even myself, like, we do got a lot of successful people. YouTube playing games as usual. But I like to hear 50 Cent. I like to hear 50 Cent speak. I like to hear Dame Dash speak. I mean, did y'all see Dame Dash interview with Patrick Bet David? Dope interview. 50 don't do many interviews, but his interviews is so much information. You get what I'm saying? Interviews have so much information. So I think with their little but let's think about this. In 50 Cent defense, we have to be mindful what we say to people on their come up. Because sometimes when we hear and we see people coming up, we think we giving them advice, but then sometimes it could be come off a little brash and arrogant. And they say the same people you see going up is the same people you see coming down. So look at how their lives just switched, right? So when somebody say something to you, because you could get your dreams crushed. So for example, I thought about this too. I told a story before, but I thought about when I first got into the culture, I was trying to go from the DVD to the internet. I knew the internet was going to be the new wave. This is around 2006. YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, was created in 2005. So I knew YouTube was going to be the new wave. I knew YouTube was going to be the new wave. I knew that it was going to be digital. I knew we were going digital. I knew having physical DVDs was about to be out. I knew that. So I remember doing the Come Up DVD, doing a few Forbes DVDs, and I did another DVD called Poke DVD before with a dope-ass Jim Jones interview on there. And I remember doing a few DVDs for people, and I was kind of like freelancing at one point. And I remember saying, I love the internet, I love websites, and this is the time where Hip Hop Game and All Hip Hop and these sites, this is like pre-World Star, but this is not right. This is Two Dope Boys. This is when the blogs ran the culture. So I was saying, damn, I get all this content, right? So what if I was able to get this content and put it on a website? And I remember sending out a mass email. I probably still got it somewhere too. I sent out support online hip hop. Yes, Daryl Allen 79, Hip Hop DX, SOHH. The forums was big, but Hip Hop Game, Nobody Smiling. It was so many of the website that I particularly messed with was called Trickology. Then it was The Board, but the blogs ran the culture. Let's just say the blogs ran the culture. And then you had Exclusive Zone that came up. And I remember sending out a mass email, sickness.net. Shout out to Sickness. That was a West Coast site. I don't know if it's still in existence. Then you had a website called Smarten Up Nas. But the blogs ran the culture. And I remember saying, damn, I get all these interviews, but I don't really have a home. So imagine if I partner with a website. And I sent out a mass email. I sent out a mass email to every website. I got every website's email, and I sent out a mass email. And I said, hey, what's up? My name is Doggie Diamonds, and I can get artist interviews. Now, this is before the interview. This is 2006. This is 2006. There was no video interviews. They used to do Dub CNN too. Shout out to Dub CNN on Smash. Even though they never liked me, but I did their first interview. But that's another another subject. I sent out a mass email and I was like, I could interview all these artists. And what I would like to do, I would like to put my my interviews on your own website. I film, I edit. I sent out, what? I need to find that one day to show y'all how real it is. And nobody responded to me. But Sky Zoo lived in my hood. I used to go to the shows. I used to go to SOBs. I used to go to the Club Pyramid. I was all over with my camera. And I remember I was at SOBs and I saw Grouchy Greg from allhiphop.com. And I was like, yo, he was like, I was like, yo, you for All Hip Hop? He was like, yeah. I said, what's your name? He's like, my name Grouchy Greg. I was like, oh shit, that's my real name too. I was like, yo, my name is Doggie Diamonds. I just so humble. I was like, yo, my name is Doggie Diamonds. And I could do a lot of interviews. Like I'm doing a lot of interviews. I did like 2 Come Up DVDs. I got interviews with Beanie Siegel. I got interviews. This is 2006. I said I interviewed a kid named Sky Zoo, Torre. Sean Price is like one of my best friends. And I could get interviews with the whole boot camp. But at video interviews though, and I said, if you could find a way to put it on your site, that'll be dope. We'll take away print interviews and we'll take away audio interviews. We'll have videos. And I said, I don't want nothing. I don't want no money. I don't want no money. I just want to be able to put my content somewhere. And I said, if I could be a part of All Hip Hop, that'll be dope. Yo, that nigga laughed in my face. Yo, he laughed in my face. He was like, now, me being me, I started to take off on him. This was the 300-pound me. I started to punch him right in his mouth. I'm dead ass serious. I started to punch him right in his face. He laughed in my face. And I was like, the fuck is funny? And from that point on, I was like, now I'm your competition. Now I ain't going to be happy till I build a website and my website rank higher than your site. Now I'm your competition. And that shit turned me into a monster. Y'all remember how I was giving it up with them interviews in the street everywhere. Everywhere, every party, every event, from Yonkers to Philly to Atlanta. I was everywhere with that camera. And that's what it did to me. Just from him laughing in my face, because I'm the real me, I'd have fucked him up. That's what I started to do. But then I was like, you know what? If I fuck him up, then they gonna say, see, that's why we don't mess with him. He on that Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't aggressive. I came to him like, yo, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Like, I'm doing these interviews. International 5 TV. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. He has a dope book that I'm gonna promote tomorrow. So when he did that to me, I was like, yo, I gotta go hard now. So the Saigon and Mobb Deep footage fighting in the club, Babs, J Hood leaving D Block, me, Jordan, and the other dude was just going crazy. Crazy. I interviewed Styles P. I did interview Frank Lucas I just went crazy because what it did was I was like, yo, I'm gonna let this bitch nigga laugh in my face and I'm outside and you behind a computer, you behind a word processor typing and I'm outside. I'm in East New York. I'm in Yonkers. I'm in the dangerous areas getting this content and you laugh in my face and I was going to give it to you? Said, nah. Created a beast from there. And I never looked back since then. And I remember looking at the Alexa ranking. And when we got ahead of, with Forbes DVD got ahead of All Hip Hop, I was like, yo, see? Could have been down with you. And even when they had the Ill Seed doing a lot of the rumors, I used to correct a lot of stuff like, yo, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got an interview with Frank Lucas as well. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, TM Warren, I didn't get mad because I'm telling you, when people, I ain't trying to gloat or whatever, but when people play with me, the first reaction is we men first. So that's why I don't disrespect nobody. We men first. So if I'm coming to you humbly and saying, yo, you could have I don't care. I just want to get on. He laughed in my face. He had a drink. I was like, the fuck is so funny? But I was like, all right, I'm glad you did that. And I ain't looked back since. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look back since. And so now in the situation, I got an interview with Charleston White on. I was the first person to interview Charleston White. I'm telling you, Ill C. So that's why, again, y'all know that I'm not going to cap because some of the names that I'm mentioning in some of the places I'm taking you, somebody in the know would know that. So when I say nah, right, when I say all that shit, you would know that I'm not capping. You know what I'm saying? I was there for the blog. The blogs ran the culture at one point. So I could imagine 50 Cent feeling good, getting his deal, because they wasn't giving out $1 million deals. And people who said they got $1 million deals back then lied. I just want to say that too. 50 Cent is probably one that got that deal. Other people who said they got that deal, they was lying. We just keep it real with you. I'm just going to be honest with you. People were lying. It just looked good. It sounded good on mixtape. It sounded good. So imagine you get $1 million deal. You was getting blackballed. You done got shot. You done survived that. He got dropped from his label. And his producers was my producers first, Trackmasters. They end up running the culture, as you remember, right? They end up producing for Mariah Carey, doing It Was Written album. They end up doing all of this shit, right? So, you said Sean too with Bad Boy, how that worked out. Because Diddy ain't giving you no $1 million unless he could get that back. But I'm just saying, 50 been through hell trying to rap. And then trying to rap, going through all that, and then taking on shit in the street that most people didn't survive from. And he almost didn't survive. So imagine you finally make it. You got some white kid. You in New York City. You from New York. You from Queens. Your New York card is gone. Everybody want to mess with you, but then at the same time, they don't want to leverage you against Irv, and they don't want to leverage you against Preem. Shout out to International 5 for becoming a super supporter, right? They don't want to leverage you against people that's established already. So you finally get on. You finally get your money. You finally get shit. And then a nigga just come to you and say, you ain't getting no real money. And you just got an M. And they say, that ain't no money. Like, yo, I was just living in my grandma's crib. Now I'm able to buy her a car and move around because remember, he had to get bread because it was up in the streets. So when you get money, you get to protect yourself a little bit better. You get to move. You get to do different things. So it was different things that factored into getting that bread. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine a person saying that ain't no money. And let me tell you something too, right? So shout out to you, Sentinel York. This is the issue too, because I love New York City, right? But I have business on the West Coast. And again, I'm nowhere as great as 50 Cent and what his greatness is, or Dame Dash. So I'm not comparing myself to them, but I just want to give y'all a little insight. Sometimes you got to leave your hometown to be appreciated. So I got business on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? My partner, Big Steel, Digital Soapbox Network. Shout out to West Coast Cam, who's been holding the channel down, putting a lot of content out every night. MC8, the Gangster Chronicles, for those who know, whatever. But I'm a part of a lot of that. I'm in New York City and I'm doing this whole website thing. And a lot of people from New York City is like overlooking me like I ain't doing shit. And when I say the people, I don't mean the artists, because I had access to the artists, but the business people. You had the Loudspeaker Network. You had all these podcast networks coming up. And I'm like, how I ain't on no podcast network? Why ain't nobody calling me? Like, ain't I like the original interview podcast dude? Remember, I was doing DTF radio. That was podcasting before it was podcasting. Podcasting originally started because it was the Apple. You was able to put the audio in the iPod a certain way. So that's where podcasting comes from. Podcasting was not video. Podcasting was audio. So when we was doing these internet radio shows, it wasn't many of us. That was the beginning of podcasting. It was internet radio. So that's how Combat Jack started, as well as Elliott Wilson. Elliott Wilson was doing EVR radio. I think that was East Village Radio. And Combat Jack was doing a radio show that was under the Brooklyn Bridge. Rest in peace to Combat Jack, by the way, too. He was doing it under the Brooklyn Bridge. There wasn't, respectfully, there wasn't no Nori. There wasn't none of them. It was just only a few of us. But Nori started doing the podcast in the podcast format. But I've been putting the MP3s on YouTube. You could go search that shit from 2008, 2007 and all. I've been doing that, but I didn't know it was what it was called podcasting, right? So I remember doing all this stuff, and I was like, yo, how are they doing all of this stuff and they excluding me? So my partner, Big Steel, who became my partner, called me and said, yo, he emailed me. I wonder if I still got the email too. He emailed me and he was like, this was 2017. He emailed me and he said, yo, I love your content. Like, yo, your interviews is crazy. I see you just started the audio version of the podcast. I love podcasts. Yo, why? No. Don't say that about Drink Champs, because that ain't true. MTP, that's not true. Let me show you the truth really quick. I'll show you the truth. We ain't gonna do that. If we gonna do anything, we're not gonna do that. I'm being respectful. I'm not trying to diss nobody. But we gonna be honest real quick. If we gonna be honest, we gotta be honest.
Your integrity.
makes me always wanna show you love.
Hold on, there.
Your integrity in life makes me always wanna show you love.
Damn, what happened?
Your integrity.
MTP, you are misinformed. You are 100% misinformed. That's all I'm gonna say. You are low. There is no which low key. You talking to somebody who was podcasting before all of them. And I'm trying to find a clip where Nori said on national television, there would be no drink champs if it wasn't for Doggie Diamonds. Because how you giving it to people that I predate? And I don't even want to take credit for that. I'm glad that everybody's doing their thing. I'm glad that everybody is successful. Seriously, but we ain't gonna do that. We not gonna do that. And it's somewhere. I'll find it later. But anyway. So I remember Big Steel hit me and was like, yo, why you not on no networks? Why you not do this? And I was like, I don't know. He said, yo, I want to start a podcast network and I want you to, would you sign with me? I was like, yo, where you from? He was like, yo, I live in California by the way of Cleveland. And I sat there saying to myself, damn, it takes somebody all the way from Cali to fuck with me. I want to stay home. Right? So I said, yeah, I'll do it. Whatever, just so then he called me back. And this is just my partner, Big Steel. He called me back and he said, yo, man. No, he asked me for my number. So we spoke. He said, all due respect, I can't sign you. He said, when I look at your history, how am I sign you? He said, yo, you can only be my partner. I can't sign you. You can't sign to me. You can only be my partner. And that's how that started. So I'm saying that to say, in our own hometown where we from, we're competing with people we grew up with. We competing with people who seen you at your worst. Sometimes they don't want to see you at your best. And believe it or not, you are a threat to a lot of people. And this is not about me. This is about you. So sometimes you could have something going on. You could have your podcast. You could have your YouTube. You could have your clothing. You could have your album. And then you say, yo, why nobody supporting me? It's not that you're bad. It's just that people want to see you do good. Just not better than them. That's just the truth. So sometimes the love comes from somewhere else. Now, let me give you another example. Nicki Minaj was right in New York City. We had Bad Boy. We had G-Unit. We had Rockefeller. We had Rough Riders. We had all these labels. Why did it take for Lil Wayne to sign Nicki Minaj? She wasn't signed by nobody in New York City. I mean, after she left with like Full Force and them situations, it took Lil Wayne, who was from New Orleans, to sign her. It took her to go get up with Deb Antney to manage her, which Fendi put her on to, all the way in Georgia. Why didn't nobody sign Nicki? It took French to go down there too and do that Chopper Down record and do different stuff for French to get recognition. It took 50 to go to California by the way of it took somebody from Detroit, a white guy from Detroit, to say, yo, 50 is dope. I like this kid. I like his momentum. I like his buzz. For them to him to take him to Dre and for 50. So we never gonna get honored in where we from. And that's always been New York City problem. So a lot of times when people be like, we from New York, I'm like, nah. New York is the home of the haters. I know all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I know all these dudes. Listen, I don't need you to tell me nothing about Nicki Minaj. Nicki was with Gucci, but that was only through Deb. That was not, she signed to Lil Wayne. She never signed to Gucci. That was via Deb Antney, Waka Moms, and she hate when you say Waka Mother, so don't say that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Hold on. I got it.
You're my big homie. I've never called no one my big homie. But when it comes to Doggie Diamond, when it comes to interview shit, will never lie to y'all, motherfucker. That's my big homie when it comes to interview. But guess what? But he taught me the game. Oh, well, that's what I said.
So I ain't got a front ever. I never got a front. I never got a front. So, you know, again, I did what I did. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you gotta leave. Don't be afraid to try to get other fan bases. Don't be afraid to try to reach out to other people because, again, they're just gonna see you as who you are. You know what I'm saying? So if your name is Jamal Walters, they not gonna ever say, Jamal Walters. I know that nigga. I went to school with him. He used to come to school every day with penny loafers. They're never going to respect who you're becoming. They're always gonna look at you at your lowest point. And then they say, yo, everybody don't like Hove. Everybody don't like Hove. But if you take a picture with Hove, they're like, he was with Hove. Just like nobody really likes Jay-Z. But when the bro Rock Marciano took a picture with Jay-Z, everybody like, yo, he was with Hove. You know what I'm saying? Biggie didn't sign Cameron. He died. Oh my God. Okay. So now I don't know anything about Biggie. I don't know anything about Nicki. Okay. Whatever you say. Biggie didn't sign Cameron. He died before he got a chance to sign. Biggie's co-sign did Cameron a deal by Rivera. Who was Biggie's partner? So let me give you a little history, being that you might not know this. Biggie really was writing for Kim and C's. But the fact that Diddy had his publishing, he did a lot under and wouldn't put his name on stuff because then Diddy would be in his pocket. So Biggie, Undies was Biggie and Un's label. That was their label, Undies. Now, upon Big dying, he abandoned Undies and got the deal with Sony for entertainment, and he took Cameron and Charlie Baltimore over there too. Undies was with Atlantic. So, again, I don't go by internet rumors. I don't go by gossip. It ain't no they said or I heard. I'm talking about straight from the horse's mouths to my ears. And then I'm telling you, one thing about me, if you watch me long enough, I'm not never capping. I'm not never making anything up. I'm not injecting myself in stuff that I wasn't there for. Seriously. So yeah, Biggie is responsible for Cameron. Anyway. So even Guy Brewer 109, that's around, that's over there. But I wanted to say this as well. So anything that you do in this culture, you trying to come up in this culture, don't be afraid to branch out. Do not be afraid to branch out. It took 50 somebody from Detroit when he said he met with all of them. Look, he said he met with everybody. But again, it was a lot of people that was loyal to it was a lot of people that was loyal to Ja Rule and Irvin. Okay, here we go. Here goes another clip.
If it wasn't
Oh man. Sometimes I don't even know what to say after a while. Sometimes I don't even know what to say after a while. I don't want to say it's no CON conspiracy or anything like that, but some of us they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some of us they just don't like. Sometimes sometimes we having good talk. Did y'all catch the Nori clip? I'm gonna just send that, let y'all see that one more time, if I may.
If it wasn't for you, there would not be a drink champ.
Say that again to the camera. Where the camera at?
Integrity in life makes me wanna show you love.
So again, when I went on Drink Champs, it was based off, my relationship with Nori. A lot of them, Bomani was good. My relationship with a lot of guys is based off integrity, because you see, I never, who I was from the first time you see me. If anything, I probably matured a little bit, but I've never did anything or overstep my bounds for clout or feel like I have to do certain things. I interview Ghost, son. Everybody who y'all be saying to interview, I interviewed them already, right? This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed Sun God and Supreme before. Go to Forbes DVD channel, it's on there. But before they get me again, because they like to me. I'll be back tomorrow. I just wanted to say that to y'all, man. I hope that Dame and 50 could sit down. I hope Dame don't get triggered and the internet trolls and people make him step out and disrespect 50. I hope he just gives clarity to the situation. And I hope if he was a little disrespectful at the time, I hope that he, hindsight is 2020. We don't know what we doing to people. Like maybe Grouchy Greg didn't realize the monster he created. So I hope that they get to sit down. I hope that one day they sit down, because again, if them two sit down and just build on the culture, crazy. You said Dame need to stay humble. Y'all know how I feel about the humble stuff. I don't like when people tell people to stay humble, because I'm gonna say this one more time before I go. Sometimes people say to you, stay humble, because they don't want you to celebrate you. Sometimes if we celebrate ourselves, they say, you better stay humble. To me, not having humility is if somebody saying congratulations and you like, I know, I don't care. To me, that is no humility. When somebody is saying to you, yo, you did a good job, and you like, yeah, I know, I'm the shit. That's not having humility. But if you celebrate yourself, if I say, yo, man, I finally, because I should be on the road to 300,000 subscribers. Y'all got to help me get there. So if I say, yo, I got 300,000, you'll have somebody say, be humble. Be careful with the be humble as you say it. Be careful with the be humble as well as when you receive it, because sometimes people are telling you, don't celebrate yourself. Don't be proud of yourself. Don't speak about your accomplishments. So people will tell you that. So just be careful with that. I know you're probably not saying that, but be careful. But I hope Dame Dash do respond. But it doesn't have to be disrespectful. And imagine though, everybody saying you broke. Everybody calling you broke. That could take a toll on you too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how much money Dame got. But then Jamal Walters, you have to understand, Dame's arrogance is why he is Dame Dash, though. Who is not? 50 ain't arrogant? Every man to a certain extent has some arrogance. So, for example, let me put it in terms of manhood. If you with a female and she look good and she say, oh, you ain't such and such, you gonna say, yo, man, I knocked that down. Can't nobody knock that down the way I could. That can be considered to be arrogance. What you gonna say, oh, nah, Star Mel will probably hit it better than me. No, you're gonna be like, yo, who? Man, listen, I'm knocking that down. I don't care who. So everybody has a sense of arrogance. You're not gonna put nobody before you, but if you don't put somebody before you, they'll say you arrogant. We all arrogant to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? We all arrogant. You're supposed to be arrogant when it comes to your ability. But when somebody congratulates you for your ability, then you're supposed to say, yo, I appreciate you. Thank you. We all arrogant. You know what I'm saying? We all arrogant. So yeah, you don't just let's just be careful what we call people. Arrogance to me is when you showing somebody and giving somebody reverence and they're like, of course, I know Cameron ain't arrogant, but y'all love Cam. Who's more arrogant than Cam? But we love Cam. That's what makes Cameron Cameron. Sometimes we look at him like a fuck up, but his arrogance is what makes him him. Everybody's not going to be a Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? Who from Harlem ain't arrogant? That's a Harlem thing. Everybody from Harlem is arrogant. So sometimes it be having to do with where you from. Oh, every dude. Yo, you walk up to a dude in Harlem, they straight up and down. They straight up and down look you up and down. They look at your sneakers. They look at how you dress. That's just Harlem dudes. They be like, yo, nigga got on the Timbs and he ain't got the double sole. And that's just Harlem. So I just think Dame is what Harlem is. He's a true Harlem dude. Cam, Harlem. Mace, arrogant. Diddy, Diddy's really from Mount Vernon, but that's another subject that ain't my politic. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I didn't say ignorant, the smoke spot. I said arrogant. You know what I'm saying? I said Harlem dudes is arrogant. They be like, yo, I know I bodied you. Jim Jones. All these dudes is arrogant. And it don't bother me because I seen Jim, believe it or not, I seen Jim Jones humble. If you go to Jim Jones and talk to him, he'll say, thank you, I appreciate you. Jim Jones is, but when it comes to your talent and skill, when you believe in yourself, sometimes it could come off as arrogance. But again, you're supposed to have a certain confidence where you don't put nobody before you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be like, nah, don't watch my YouTube, watch his. You could watch his too, but watch mine first. That's not arrogance. If I say I got the best YouTube intro, if I got the best look, that's not being arrogant. That's just the damn truth.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
And that's a fact. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight. Pardon me on the little glitches. It happens sometimes. You know how they play games with me. I appreciate everybody who might have sent me a Cash App, and I appreciate everybody who sent me a super chat. Hold on, let me see something. Do I got it? I don't have it no more. I just want to do this one time. Hold on. I just had to do this one time. It's been a while. I just had to do that. It's been a while. Every now and again, I have to. That's my station identification. You know, but yo, I appreciate y'all again. Happy belated birthday to Pretty Gangster. Happy birthday to all the people whose birthday is this month. Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday was last month. I guess this is Virgo season. I know so many of them. Whew. Shout out to y'all. I ain't into that astrology shit. Don't get me with that shit. I ain't into, yeah, you know, you're a Capricorn, so you know you're a stingy. No, we don't do that. All right, but I appreciate y'all. Until next time. My nephew too fell out too. I gotta shout out. Carly, what is it? What's your name? Carly. I never saw you before, but I appreciate you for being here. Listen, man, if y'all here sometimes, speak up. I don't bite. I'm an asshole sometimes, but I'm a good asshole. No Clive. I'm just saying, I'm cool. But if you play games, I play back. No Clive. You know what I'm saying? No Clive. But yo, on that note, man, I'm out. Until next time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. No. What are you doing? It's so dope sometimes. I make mistakes too. I fuck up sometimes. Yo, do me a favor.
Tell that popcorn up there to leave me alone. That popcorn is calling me.
Ain't no popcorn companies that can send me some free pop. I gotta get my sponsors on. I get my sponsors on because I be talking about too much stuff not to be sponsored by them. Next time, I'm out. Peace. Until next time.